Hello and welcome to our Journey into Nyx Primer video for the pre-release. I'm David Greene, and today, instead of going over rulings, we're going to be looking at Journey into Nyx and all of the information that you may need to know for your local pre-release. So let the journey begin. First off, the pre-release event will be held at your local game store. You'll have to find out yourself to see when their pre-release flights are scheduled. Most will run multiple events throughout the weekend, so if you miss out on one, it's not too late to play in a later event. Like every other pre-release, Journey into Nyx will be a sealed format. This is a limited format where you open a select number of packs and build a 40-card minimum deck with the pool of cards you've opened. But, just like Born of the Gods and Theros, the Journey into Nyx pre-release will let you choose a path, or a color, which you'll receive a specific pack. In that pack there will be 2 Journey into Nyx booster packs, 1 Born of the Gods booster pack, 2 Theros booster packs, and 1 seeded booster pack. Those 6 booster packs is what you'll be using to construct your 40-card minimum deck with. Besides the booster packs, you'll also receive 1 Forge a God Slayer activity card, 1 Spin Down Life Counter, 1 Hero's Path Welcome Letter, 1 hero card that fits your path, and 1 promo card that you can put into your 40-card minimum deck to play with. Now that you know what's in the packs, let's take a look at the promos. For the Forge in Glory, or White Path, you get Dawnbringer Charioteers, which is a 2/4 flying, lifelink human creature for 4 mana that comes with a heroic ability that says, whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. For the Forged in Intellect, or Blue Path, you get a Scourge of Fleets, which is a 6/6 Kraken creature for 7 mana that has the ability that says, whenever it enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponent controls with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. For the Forged in Tyranny, or Black Path, you get Doomwink Giant, which is a 4/6 giant creature for 5 mana that comes with a Constellation ability that says, whenever it or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. For the Forged in War, or Red Path, you get Spawn of Thraxes, which is a 5/5 dragon creature with flying that has the ability that says, when it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of mountains you control. And finally, for the Forged in Pursuit, or Green Path, you get Hero's Bane, which is a Hydra creature for 5 mana that enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and has the ability that says, pay 2 green and 2 colorless. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is its power. The hero cards you get will not be used at the pre-release, but rather on game day, when you participate in the 7th quest on the Hero's Path. To learn more about that, go to the official website for Wizards, which will be linked in the description. Out of the 6 packs, there is a seeded pack. The seeded pack is a pre-built pack that contains cards that pertain to the path's color. This doesn't guarantee that every card in the pack will have its corresponding color, but it's safe to know that the rare will always be the path's color. But there is a 0% chance that the rare will be a mythic, unless it's a god. So that means the Forged in Glory seeded pack can contain an Aetherios, god of the passage, but never a godsend. So keep the seeded pack in mind when it comes to choosing a path to play at your local pre-release. So now that you know what's in the packs, let's go ahead and discuss which path and the colors associated is best for you. When it comes to choosing colors, it's really your choice. All colors are fairly good, and no one really knows the impact Journey into Nyx will have on Limited. Of course, the seeded pack will help you assemble a powerful deck of the path's color, but it's not guaranteed. So choosing a path to play a certain color is a strategy, but it's always best to build the deck that has the highest quality of cards, even when those cards aren't the path's color. But what are the benefits of choosing each color? Well, when going white, you have the best promo to play with, and white has historically been a solid color in limited formats, especially in Theros block, where you can play an aggressive heroic deck or pair up with blue or black to play a slower, more controlling strategy. Blue is another strong color, with lots of tricks and evasion in the form of unblockable and flying, but it takes some skill and experience. What I mean by that is, blue's tricks take a little more strategy rather than raw power of black's removal, or the combat tricks that you get in white and green. So make sure to have complete confidence when picking this path. When choosing black, your primary benefit is access to the strongest removal spells, and there's even more entering the format with Journey into Nyx. You also get some quality devotion cards from the older sets in Theros, so there's no wrong pick going black. If you like fast, aggressive decks, then you'd feel comfortable choosing Forged in War, also known as the Red Path. With lots of low-costing beaters, you can continue the red-white heroic strategy that has been dominating draft, or go even faster with red-black. The choice is yours. Green is Timmy's color, and there is no lack of it in Journey into Nyx. There are even more cards in the common rarity that help you ramp into larger spells, and even more fatties in the form of hydras and beasts. And if playing big fatties isn't your forte, then Green can still make a great base to play with a deck with 3 or more colors. So there you have it. Journey into Nyx looks to be an exciting pre-release no matter which path you choose. I hope you got some great information from this primer, and as always, this is David Greene from Gathering Magic. Until next time, make sure to shuffle thoroughly, play at a reasonable pace, and open some awesome cards.